Everyone says that no one remembers your embarrassing moments. Reddit, what's an embarrassing moment of someone else's that you remember? We had a guy with one arm in my high school who had made the unfortunate choice, given his lack of an arm and how stupid the style looked, to sag his pants super low. He was holding hands with his girlfriend walking down the school hallway and his pants just slip down to his ankles and he trips over them. Falls to the ground, unable to catch himself. People behind him end up tripping over him as well because the hallway was crowded. It was a work of art. You were supposed to tell nobody. This guy at work who always made cringe-worthy jokes about men being superior to women in every way. I was mopping up a mess when he comes from behind me and says, "Let me show you how a real man mops the floor." Snatches the mop from my hand, slips in the mess and grabs the bucket on the way down. His glasses go flying one way, he goes flying another and the entire bucket of mop water spilled out all over him. Karmic justice. Real men mop the floor with their bodies. Guy showing us apartments walked straight into a wall. Knocked his glasses off his face and him off his feet. He did the tour while a nice goose egg developed. I don't know why, but this one made me laugh the loudest so far. I did something like this as a little kid, 5 or so. Touring a possible house with parents, ran to grab something for them from the car and planted hard into a plastic door and fell backwards, bashing against some stairs. No damage all around. I'd never seen a clear plastic front door before. Guess I didn't see that one either, now that I think about it. It was the swimming carnival at my brother's all-boys private Catholic school. I was there with my mum to pick him up and got to watch the final race, which was the teacher's swimming race. There was only one female teacher who was swimming, and after the race she got out of the pool and her swimsuit strap had broken. She didn't even realize at first, but she had her entire boob out in front of 300 teenage boys. She only realized when she went to get a towel to dry herself off, when one of the old male teachers on the sidelines pointed at it. Every single boy was cheering, and my brother still talks about it all the time to this day. My brother fell off his bike within seconds of getting on one for the first time in 15 years. He literally forgot how to ride a bike. A classmate let one rip in the opera. Luckily it was a silent one. Unluckily the silent but deadly version. I still see how his face turned red when he realized what he had done. It's been just 21 years, so there's hope I forget it one day. Oh man. The true Phantom of the Opera. Dude got pantsed in middle school and he wasn't wearing underwear that day. Poor guy. I was at a McDonald's with my baseball team and the guy in back of me did this and got both shorts and underwear, and the girl taking orders saw my McNuggets. I love how you said poor guy, because that is legit the reaction of most people when something embarrassing happens to someone in public. Hardly anyone is judging, even if it feels like everyone is. I go to football matches regularly. Soccer for the Yanks. There was an awesome pre-match moment where 4 guys were supposed to jog from each corner flag with a gigantic club flag and converge in the middle. Only one guy, not fast and quite rotund, got about 10 meters out and proceeded to eat it, face first ungracefully into the grass. Flag goes flying in front of 20,000 cheering people. This was years ago, and I remember it like it happened yesterday. That would be a perfect, yeah, that's me moment. A girl in my class in middle school crap her pants in class, and she just sat there for 15 minutes until the class ended. Hard to forget that one, lol. She sat on her filth, and everybody kept smelling crap for 15 minutes straight. Why? I was in a training session and the trainer was demonstrating how to do a rub down search. As she bent down to search the legs she farted. I wouldn't have been able to recover from that, but she just said, "Well, that wasn't very ladylike," and carried on. That time in library class where my classmate told me to sit down, I refused, and he dragged my pants down, trying to make me sit, but accidentally just pulled my pants down. Luckily my underwear were still on. I think the question was about other people, dude. I don't remember. I hope my friends are like you, haha. One night my ex and I had some drinks and fell asleep on the couch at her place. In the middle of the night I felt her get up and she mistook the dining room chair for a toilet and peed on the chair floor. I pretended to be sleeping while she was panicking, trying to clean it up after realizing what she did. I of course never brought it up and acted as if I didn't know. A girl who I had a crush on in 4th grade was sitting cross-legged across the floor. Something made us all laugh, but she toppled backwards to reveal she was still wearing diapers of some kind. In the 4th grade. In college, I was talking to a girl who obviously had a crush on me. I think I mentioned a party the upcoming weekend, and I asked if she was going. Her answer was, "Only if you're there." Naked. We both looked at each other and then she ran away. She didn't show up to the party. Ironically, I thought she was gorgeous, but she surprised me so much and ran away so fast I didn't have time to react. And she did not show up to the party. I was in middle school when low-rise jeans were getting popular. Girls were also starting to go through puberty around then, so we're maybe not used to having pubes. I remember this poor girl was doing a presentation in front of the class with her pubes poking over the top of her pants. The teacher told her to pull down her shirt to hide it while she was doing the presentation. One day I was hanging out alone at a bench at a small pond. Dude comes rocketing around the corner on a skateboard and just flies straight into the pond. Total wipeout. He climbs out, soaking wet, and thinking he's alone, takes off his wet shirt and starts throwing it in the air. I guess to get the water out. But then the shirt gets stuck in a tree branch above him, and he can't grab it. Eventually, the guy just gives up and limps away, soaking wet, shirtless, and defeated. I was cracking up on my bench the whole time, but he never saw me. When I was in high school, a guy thought he was the thing and tried to fight someone. He ended up getting thrown down a flight of stairs. Went scuba diving a wreck with a group. German dude forgot to put his weight belt and only noticed when we were already descended on the line to 30 meters. Dude got pulled through the wreck by our dive guide who held him like a helium balloon. Dude whacked his head on every ceiling possible. We all laughed the entire dive. In middle school there was this one kid who wore athletic pants that buttoned up the outer sides of the legs. We were playing kickball one day, and when running to first base I guess his pants were twisted or something, because within the first 2 steps the buttons all got ripped open. Problem was, this kid was athletic and fast. The buttons had popped, the pants were off, and he was already to first base in his tighty whities before he could even react to what had happened. He took it well, and we all laughed about it for a long time after that. In high school government class, my normally loud teacher quietly and calmly told each student entering the classroom to be very quiet and not speak. He pointed to the back of the classroom, and there was a student who had fallen asleep during the last period and was still there. I've never seen a class of high schoolers so quiet before in my life. The teacher started the lesson, speaking very quietly, and maybe 10 minutes in, she wakes up. She looks around, realizes she doesn't recognize anyone from her class, then gathers up her stuff and leaves the classroom. No one said a word during this. After she leaves, of course, we all crack up. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. Have a nice evening. Kitos.